Gibson London, Style Essentials.
People are getting a lot more casual. They haven't got the confidence to wear a suit, a smart jacket. I've always been into fashion. I think that started very early on because my father had a shop in Ely near Cambridge. So I was always introduced to fashion through him. He was always immaculately dressed. I remember watching him get ready in the morning. He was do the windsor knot, the brill cream in the hair. Always went out immaculately. And I think I remember him cutting the lawn in a shirt and a tie or something. He was always very smartly dressed. And obviously at school we always had to wear blazers and shirts and ties. And I was always smart. And then I got into the mod thing when I was about 16. I liked the style. So it's always been fashion for me. And I always think we all have to wear clothes. Why not wear nice clothes, and don't be frightened. I never really had a plan about going into fashion. I was very good at art at school, so I was going to be a graphic designer. And when I left school, I went into window dressing. So I went to John Lewis, went to college, and I was a display artist. Did that for a while, and then I went into the retail side of it. So I went into the fashion side. So I sort of gradually fell into it. I certainly didn't have a plan, but obviously with my dad having the shop, it was at the back of my mind. So, I just sort of eased into it, I think. I think it gives you confidence. I mean, certainly when you put a suit on, you look smart, you look like you're going to do business, you're going to work. You wake up in the morning, you've put your suit on, you've tied your tie, you're ready for the day, and then at the weekends you can relax, when you go to the gym you wear a tracksuit, I think there's certain clothes that do certain jobs and put you in a certain frame of mind. I think people can be a bit worried about what they wear because what other people are going to say and think, but I think, I've made mistakes in the past. If you look at some of the pictures, I've worn some hideous clothes, but I think sometimes you get it right, sometimes you get it wrong, but just have a go. Don't be frightened. I think it gave me a lot of confidence because I could see that my father was dressing smartly every day, and I just sort of followed in his footsteps. And the people that he hung around with, when they went to dinner, they dressed up. When you went to a wedding, you certainly wore a suit. And Sundays, you always dressed smartly when you went to the pub. So it was that kind of, when we used to go to nightclubs, you had to wear a suit to get into a nightclub, and everybody made an effort and everybody dressed up. Where I don't think you get that now. And I think to me it was just normal, because it was just part of what we did. So it wasn't any different. Shoes are really important. I look at everybody's feet first. And if they've got a nice pair of shoes on, they've made an effort, and buy a good quality pair of shoes, obviously leather sole, they've got to be comfortable, they've got to be smart. Summer I tend not to wear socks, autumn, winter I wear socks. We're moving up to the trousers, it's all about the fit, the trousers have got to fit, they've got to be the right length. I see so many people wearing trousers that are far too long and they're all rucked up. Just go to a tailor, get them tailored to the right length. Then you move up to the shirt. Again, the collar, whether it's a tab collar which goes underneath the tie, or a bar, or the collar shape should fit the tie. If it's a small collar, it should be a small tie. If it's a wider collar, a wider tie. And then the jacket. I mean, I'm into the double-breasted at the moment. I think that's a fashion thing that's coming through, but single-breasted waistcoats underneath, and fit. The jacket's got to fit. It doesn't take a lot to get the right fitting jacket. Get yourself measured. It might feel a bit tight because you're not used to wearing it that tight, but a nice fitting jacket is really important. And then accessories. You have hankies in the pocket. Little badges. Cufflinks, a nice watch, it's all the little details, and a hat, if you're going out, nice straw hat in the summer, nice baker boy hat in the winter, and then sunglasses, another accessory.